Hi friends, so happy to be here again. Going to share just what pops out here. I know that I have left it somewhere where I wanted to check. I hope it's. I don't have a mic here because I'm on the phone. It'll be perfect. So, I have here just I simply open up myself and I receive the love that is available for me now. Everything is continuously, you know, surrounding me. All surroundings are continuously loving me and feeling and seeing that love, like allowing it to be in, allowing it to enter. And that's a technique that I started using when I kind of felt weird. When in those moments where you get a strange feeling and you feel like disconnected, like I was so connected and cool and happy, and I'm the most happy when I feel merged and connected to love and to the wisdom and to the unseen. And then maybe something happens and I feel like something has changed. The connection feels less potent. So in that moment when I felt weird, I stopped and I received the love that was available, because the love, all of them that are surrounding us, they're always extending love. There's always everything extending love to us. We just need to take it. It's like free will, that they cannot do anything unless we say it with our words. That's why our word is our one. That's why our intentions are the powerful word. Sorry, I'm just so excited today. So it's like that's like pausing and receiving. Receiving, because it is here for me now. They are trying to send it to me. The one that gets lost or gets disconnected is always us or human part. But know that it is always there. So I open up all my poros and I let in the love light of God. Poros is the like the little dots of the skin. The I don't know the word, but I hope you understand me. Like every little cell open, and in all of those cells and in all of my cells in my body, in my skin, I feel them open and I feel them being filled with love light. So this is one that I used in that moment where I felt I was kind of disconnecting. Other thing is take space with my light. Instead of feeling when I get outside or oh my god, this guy. Maybe when interacting with people, the process has taken me from feeling like everything took my space, the other one's energy took my space. The process has taken me to the point where I started understanding that my light and my expanding that light, being in, that's how I am in my power. When I'm outside, because everything depends, and let's see that, let's, I hope you see that it's the same things, like being totally open or being you. So this is a balance thing, but it, that's why the key is in what are we letting in and what we are not letting in. So if it's love, yes, I let it in. And if it's not love, the places where I'm moving, and I don't know where you are or your surroundings, but where I am and where I live and everyone who you try to interact, they are all lost in the mind. So it is okay that I take the space now that I am being my true being of light. But as in energy terms, I gotta take the space. This is what I'm here for. This is the plan. So it changed with a lot of work, with a lot of suffering, with a lot of things, because a lot, I have been told so much to not be my shame area and everything. This was the huge wound that I had. I have Chiron in the 7th house in Leo. It's like being who I am. I felt like it was so no, and I have been told that it is dominating, and you are, and no, with all the kind of things. So big winning there for me. And so it is okay, because only the bad boys is going to tell you that you are being dominating or something like that. It is absolutely not that way. You're only saying that because you're trying to hurt me. It is not even logic. Because I can take the space with my light and still respect you. Actually, the world where I want to live is where I take the space with my light. And oh, I find a human by my side that is being his light too. Amazing. That's what the plan for now, for me, is just only happening through channels and YouTube, and that's perfectly fine. It's just I'm okay. It nourishes my soul. I am deeply grateful and happy that I'm not the only human being still alive. So that's fine for me. I'm okay with that. People being their own light. That's what I'm saying. So if I'm lost, feel lost, or feel not sure, I take the light, but I take the light from the team, not put myself in the outside. And that it is okay to be my love light outside, to be that, to set the point in that place. Not by overwhelming or anything, but just feeling clear, feeling confident in my light, not feeling shamed of my light. It's just, you see it? It's in my body. It's like, it is okay for me to be exactly who I am. I'm going to be my light. I'm going to say exactly what I think. I'm going to be, and maybe I'll be silent if it's the most intelligent thing to do. And also, I have discovered, I didn't. Someone told me. I feel like it was Einstein that told me this trick. That is that when you're outside with others, you can say exactly the truth, like with words, and I mean with the other with the people that are not living in the same world or density, and they're going to think that you're joking. So it is amazing. You see, it was even easier. I have passed through so much stress with that. So thank you, my dear friend. So let's move on. I am resting here while everything is coming to me. Can you feel that? I am resting here while everything is coming to me. That's how powerful I am. Feel like such a strong magnet, and that everything being pulled towards me. I am part of the earth. I feel so deeply I am one with the earth, not separated. My aura and the earth's aura is the same, and she's a magnet. There's gravity. Everything comes towards her. The waters, the moon, everything's like related by this energy magnet. So I'm part of it. What I desire desires me most. I am here being a magnet. I'm just here and seeing how everything is being pulled towards me. Every time I say me, it's me, you. Of course. I'm sorry, I say you, me, you. I don't differentiate it, but I clarify just in case. So, what else? I am receptive and open to creativity, inspirations, and wisdom. My only presence is enough. I breathe in, I attract. Fulfillment comes to me, constantly arriving, more and more. I am delighted, so grateful. My heart is happy to move freely. That's another sensation. Move freely. My reality is aligned with my highest true being. I breathe in resources. I feel peace. I am a goddess. I am creator. I am confident. I create with my will. Life loves to fulfill me. I attract financial miracles and soulful relationships. This is from Reiki Rachel. Abundance finds me everywhere. I am abundance. I am peace. I am fulfilled with love. I am light. I am a powerful force of attraction, attracting in everything I want. There's another thing I like to do. It's like with the infinite symbol. And I tend to, when I understand some duality instance, I used to put those, the two poles, the two sides that are being integrated into one inside of a infinite symbol. So we have action and surrendering. So maybe there will be a time when I will feel the impulse to act, and there will be another time when it will be surrendering time, when it will be like being devoted, completely opened and surrendered to just receiving, because there's a moment to work the land and do and put the seeds and do the things, and there's another moment to just rest and let it in. Let it in. Let the flower bloom. Let it do it. And receive. I have been a person who did this too much. I had all. Do you see how it's a quantum of energy? Because the same thing, the same characteristic, I did had it, but I had it in the relationships area, like allowing everything to just invade me. Can we say that word? I don't know if it exists, but and no, you don't have to be like that. There's gotta be some light shield there. It is not there. You gotta be surrendered to what's good for you. You gotta let in love and do not let in what's not love. You don't have to translate everything from everyone. You don't have to take everything in. So through the process, life, love has taught me to change that, to have that devotion and that openness in this area of resting and receiving the harvest of my work, of my being, my match, because we are an energy. We are something. And that's what will come back. So I don't have anything to worry about if I am high quality, if I am this valuable service. I don't have nothing to worry. But maybe I was not being open to receive it if I never stop and I because I had this thing of if it is not being done by me, I'm dead. No one will do it for me. Like, so being alone and having any support. I don't know if I told you here, but I got connected to the other realms by losing everything and not being able to contact, and to get fulfilled, to get nourished, to experience love or anything with human beings. So, and that was the purpose. Stop trying to look for love there. It is not. That was a lesson. It is different in all of us, but in my case, it was so like that. Like, you're looking for love, you gotta look here. You're looking for family, you gotta look here. You're looking for support, you gotta look here. I found all of those things beyond physical world. And that's what I'm now trying to expand. And we are a lot, there are a lot of seeds, but seeds are just seeds. If they do the work, they will grow and bloom. So that's why we extend light, knowledge, but still the information can be there. It is the worker, the seeker of the truth, the one that sees the information or the material and goes to the practice, the one who is alive, living it, which you are. Otherwise you would not be listening to this. You would not have been drawn to this video. What else? I feel I was saying something that I didn't finish it. Oh, this acting all on your own. So I found it. I found. Sorry. Really hard to stop doing because I have passed through a lot of hard times. And I mean seriously hard. I mean, like, not having any money, like 1 peso. One, like, being like that, and there in those moments, like, still trust. This is going to arrive. Something is going to happen. I'm going to know something. I'm going to receive something. Such a stress I have went through. The most hard times I have ever seen. So that was connected with the taking the support, being the support. Bottom. Oh, the action and the surrendering. That's it. So times to action and times to surrender and receive and let in. Two of light, ball of violet fire. That's a kind of protection that I developed to going outside. It's like I am a violet fire sun, or I'm a violet fire ball. I particularly feel it is not like a, okay, let's say a huge connection, but I feel I am violet fire. I have no distinguishment from it. So in my case, you maybe had to adapt something into your own being, but to me, being the sun or a ball of violet fire was like, this is so cool because we get to see. That is so good for our minds. To be able to see something that helps the mind to understand, to put some visual to something that's going on energetically, because I have always been a transmuter. I have always been amethyst. I have always been, but I didn't know, before I didn't know what was happening. And now, by this expression, also something that this whole process has taught me is expanding like my field and having some kind of protection field existing. That's what I needed, because I'm a house. I have sun in 12th house. I have the sun with Neptune and Uranus like all together. It's like I didn't came here like, maybe if other people need to understand that they are one. I came and I had to learn that we are not one. We're not. No, like I'm an individual here in the physical, and I gotta take care of her. So it was a trip, because I needed to understand the tools. That's why. That was why. So now it's like I have it all. I'm merged to everything, but I am now a healthy particular of the everything. When I didn't knew it, I was not being able anymore to sustain, to hold, to keep the balance. Everything was too much because I didn't know how to manage things. I was not being in control of what was happening. And this long trip took me to those places and those experiences that made me develop this understanding of the tool that I am. I'm a tool for this on earth. I'm a transmuter, so I will be put in places to transmute, or maybe in another time I will be just spreading. Things can change through time. So now I have understood what my skills are. And things went moving. That's why I now have this kind of job. this kind of work. I found out that it was safe for me and correct for me to be extending. Remember that we spoke earlier about taking the space with my light? Because when you're giving, you're not receiving, you're giving. So maybe there are some points or areas, or there's something that keeps me safe in just being the channel that spreads, not taking. I am done with listening people problems and holding their emotions and translating their emotions in my field and letting them go, and like being a processator, a transmuter for those. I have spent like 15 years doing that. At one point it changed, and it is exactly in alignment with being developing higher levels of love within myself, because this new form is a higher level of love for myself. I don't feel anymore that vibe that I used to, because before deeply loved I deeply loved because I was so good at that. I can see your soul and I know how the equation is, so I know where to take you and what do you need to say or see to get free from that energy and blah blah. So all of that, and I used to be so interested in people like telling me everything and getting all out and needing something, or I didn't even knew I had the power. I didn't even know I was translating it, the energy. I didn't even believe in energy. I was so far from this. So far from this. So far from this. Like not trusting in anything. The other day I was speaking in the other channel about when I started like listening to meditations and everything. I kind of still do, but my my intuition is so much faster now. But at the beginning I wouldn't be, I thought it was crazy to just sit and put some random meditation, guided meditation. No way. I used to listen to the whole meditation before, like, who is this? Where is he taking me? What is this? You know, because I knew that in a relaxed state and in my subconscious mind, you're not getting there without supervision of who you are. So, real Capricorn energy. I used to not believe in anything of energy. While I was starting my career, someone was like, I didn't pay attention to Carl Jung. I didn't pay attention to not of those archetypes, and I didn't understand. I didn't like it. I was going deeper into other things. I love the logical mind and the analytical and this and now, and very more like scientist mind. Which was also part of, and I feel like it is because all of those other things I already had them in me. So, but someone spoke to me about chakras, and I was like, what? What's that? Okay, no, if I can see it, I'm not into that. So 10 years later. Okay, let's see if we have something else. So the tube of light, it's another protection, and the ball of violet fire. I breathe in resources. That's cool too. I think I already said it. What Thank you. Thank you. You don't need to do it as if it is a differential task. It just happens by extension, by addition, by effect. It just happens. That's what intelligence is. Each piece exactly where it goes and what it is meant for. It makes everything to work perfect. That the inside mechanism works perfect, and that's the design. Now the humans live in the design. The creation is done. We live in joy. Medical services work for health. Talents are being offered. Technology is communitary and also individual. There is for everyone. No one needs to take anything from anyone because there is no lack in anyone. The transition was made by those who served with extra, with more than enough, who served with overflow, with more than enough. The ones who made that overflow using the Mother Earth technique. Like one fruit has 80 seeds at least. That's the technique of Mother Earth. That's why she is never losing. It's always more and more and more and growing. And we have here like positions related of Jupiter, Venus, Jupiter, Mother Earth, the sun, where's the energy, what's nourishing me, the structure. We have all of those things to take a look at. But I thought it was in relation to that, because that's another thing that I understood about this protection thing. It always takes like different stages for me, because first I don't know it and I'm doing it, but then I start to see it and I start to do it, and then comes like the relief, the releasing, the when you give something but because you know that the other thing will do it. Entregar es la palabra que quiero decir. Put it into, no es, bueno, no sé. that which I explained, when you lend, you give it to the other because, and you feel like the other one is going to do it. You can rely on him. You rely on him. So in the last stages, but I still do my free will thing. So it is, please cleanse and clear anything and everything that's not 100% love, light, and truth from my field. Anything that I have picked up, may it not be in my field or in here, in our home, in all of our space. Let it be sent it back to the light or transmuted into something useful or whatever. Still like saying the command, the intention, but not having to do it. But this is maybe different in every situation. At first I used to did it every time. If I went out of the house and back in, like stopped did my thing, and then on. And now but I still do the whole concentration thing when I know that I have been like exposed to energies that I know they're not aligned to light. And at the last stages, I have found that the most powerful shield is to be love, light, and happy joy. Because when we are that's like so much light, it makes an instant shield of light that darkness does not like. So no darkness will step into that light, you know? Maybe the person can be like, oh, I like you, please be here, you have a special energy, I love your energy, I love your light. And yes, maybe the human will like it, but when you are there being that light of being happy and knowing that nothing can happen to me because I'm not even here, it is God working through me, so nothing can stay in me because I'm not here. But that no darkness wants to stay. Darkness is like we are invisible to darkness because that's what happens to darkness. Darkness cannot see the light. That's why it is in darkness. Because when he or she, whatever, has the possibility to see with the lack eye, with the blind eye, he sees the blind eye. That's what darkness is. Not seeing the gold, the riches, not seeing what is good, possible light, not seeing the gold, but seeing what's not there. So darkness is that, looking with the eye of lack, I'm trying to say. So if you are being rich, light, the blind eye cannot see you. So it cannot remain in my field. So we are so blessed and so divinely protected, and this is awesome. Anything else? See your own beauty. See your work. See you. Shine. It's inspiring. Let people see. I think this is it from a reading from Renee. It is on the links of love. Renee. Anything else? Please, Mother Gaia, guide me, show me, teach me, reveal me, or whoever. I am surrendering. My team has got my back. Full trust in the team. This is my team. Nothing is imperfect. Nothing is imperfect. Nothing is imperfect. To trust is the realm. This is being in the new reality. Trusting because of knowing how everything is. Because of knowing the truth. When you know the truth, you are one with trust, because it is not a trust of like hoping it maybe results this way. No, when you know with wisdom, you know that nothing is imperfect. So this is will only be exactly perfect, and not just closing clean. Perfect is that it will be even better. The divine has something so magnificent that even what I have created and what I have desired and what I have worked for and whatever, when it comes back, it is always even better. It has ways to show me that so much more, because this is what we do. We get something and we put even more love into it, and then we share it. This is our code. So it is a trust based on the foundation of wisdom. Of it is a knowing, not a hoping. So the click in that progress or process is the love, the amount of love that I am capable to feel and receive. The amount of love that I allow to be flowed to me. That's like a portal that goes opening up wider and wider. It goes hand in hand. Understanding, being in touch with the truth, but that will also be connected to opening more, increasing the levels of love, of lovely things that I allow to be happening to me. Lovely things that can be delivered to me. And there will be always some kind of parallel thing in your life that is meaning what needs to be like switched to be able to open more. So maybe I am desiring it, and in my own case I have discovered that yes, but if I am experiencing periods of time where my mind is torturing me, and I am allowing that torture and allowing that to shift my experience and my feeling into being like pressured and diminished and torture, which it does to me not being in my powerful state. So if I'm allowing that, that's a place where I'm not being more love. So if I am more love, it's like, I don't deserve this experience, man. Stop working against me. You gotta trust. What do you want? What do you want? You want your money? You want your thing? Okay, we got everything. We're working on it. You know, like we're working on it. You just gotta shut up and let me be in the good feelings, so things can arrive. Okay, you try to negotiate. I'm a Capricorn. I make everything like a contract and equal exchanges. But it is good. Structure is good. Structure with heart. And this is so what I am, and I love it. This is such a good moment, because this is like the representation of Saturn and Neptune. I understand so within my being what that is. Gaining this through experience, because that's the learnings that I was telling you before. The Saturn, the because it is a Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn, but with a sun in 12th house, water, Pisces, Neptune, and Neptune. So much like water, undifferentiation. But then in my first house, I have Saturn there. It's like limits. In who you are, limits. Suffering, hard, consequences, responsibilities, burdens. So the process, it was amazing. I still have the notes in the fridge. Like, now Saturn plays to my favor. And the energies were moved there. So yes, I feel a lot, but I feel a lot in these areas, not in those areas where it hurts me. We're not going to be open and merged with garbage. No, I'm going to be merged with the higher realms. And I'm going to have Saturn and frames, even energetic frames, with garbage and other ones things. So it's like a relocation of the function. So that's all for today. I give thanks for all of us and for how deeply blessed we are. I hope you are seeing the same thing right now and delighted by how perfect this everything is and the moment that we are experiencing here. So thank you everything. I am so glad and happy that you are here and that you are there doing everything that you have done, because I know that the only people that are going to still be here are those who are really doing the work. So please see yourself with more love. If you're not doing it, if you're doing it, yes, let's enjoy it. We are good. We have been working good. We have been doing good things. We're going to keep working and keep on our service, but it's a joyful service. This is the intelligence. Where I am happy, where I am rich, is where I most serve. I don't have to effort. It is already designed by intelligence. What has called my soul and my heart, and what I have experienced in life, not only by studies in university or anything, but in life, because we have been learning from everything, okay? So it is done. We have been doing good work. We are still here learning more, increasing our levels, developing ourselves. I mean, big hug for all of us. Receiving all we need, extending our overflow. I overflow. You overflow. And none of our family will need anything anymore. Welcome to the new world. I love you so much. Thank you.